Set up more than 70 years ago with fine ideals, the United Nations has often been criticized as ineffectual. The new Secretary-General, Antonio Guterres, brings to that difficult job 10 years' experience as the UN's High Commissioner for Refugees. Can he be the man who reforms the organization and restores its credibility when he succeeds Ban Ki-moon in January? Guterres takes office at a time of many conflicts in the world, the most pressing in Syria. The UN came into being in October 1945 as the Second World War ended, a conflict that led to a resolve to change the world, to work to preserve peace, to build friendly relations between states, to promote human rights and democracy. After World War II, the Cold War between East and West meant a long period of paralysis for the UN. Deadly conflicts like that in the former Yugoslavia led to sharp criticism of its inability to end fighting or effectively protect civilians. Right now, the war in Syria is the focus, Aleppo the symbol. One problem cited by former Secretary-General Kofi Annan as holding back the UN's efforts is the composition of the Security Council.
I urge member states to make the Security Council more broadly representative of the international community as a whole, and I suggest that the renewed Security Council should make clear in a resolution the principles by which it intends to be guided when deciding whether or not to authorize the use of force.
Syria is just the latest war to underscore the rifts created by the Council's makeup. Can it be reformed? Currently, the Security Council has 15 members. 5 of those are permanent and have a veto: France, the USA, the UK, China and Russia. The so-called G4, India, Brazil, Germany and Japan, say it should have 25 members, with 6 additional permanent seats, 2 of those occupied by African countries. Those reforms would create a fairer and more geographically balanced Security Council and could change the balance of power with regard to the veto.
Кто против?
Something which too often leads to deadlocks.
The Security Council was unable to take any decision, and it very much raises the question in my mind, when speaking of the Security Council, security for whom? Certainly not for the people of eastern Aleppo.
Antonio Guterres has considerable experience of humanitarian work, which could be useful in the years ahead as he tries to move the United Nations forward in its key task of maintaining peace in the world.